Hey guys, how you doing? Jeff here, and today, well, we're going to talk about some more Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Yes, I know, it's the low-hanging fruit, it's the easy shot, but you know what? I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. Now, to establish my bona fides, I am not at the level of people like Just Some Guy. I have read the trilogy, I've read The Hobbit. Never read the Silmarillion, though I do know kind of the cliff notes of it, which I know, like some guy said, that's not actually reading, the unfinished stories and all that, and maybe someday I'll sit down and read them. But I would say I know enough about the lore and the stories and all that to have an opinion. Plus, since I'm biracial, half white, half black, because of all these left-the-way idiots, well, I have that going for me, too. You know what? Not the rules I want to play with, but that's the rules they want to go with. I'm going to rub it right in their faces. But anyways, have this guy. It's like, I'm finally being seen a fucking black people in Lord of the Rings. I'm finally seen. And of course, you can see my reply below. Okay, so you got a black chick who don't look like a dwarf and a black guy who don't like an elf. Okay, cool story, bro. Because seriously, and I'm gonna focus in on Elf Boy, who's not an elf, because for the longest time it's been bugging me, but it finally clicked in my head. Finally hit it. This guy looks like a Vulcan. I mean, if you took off this costume, slapped his ass in a Starfleet uniform of about any goddamn era, and stuck him on the bridge of a Starfleet ship, he'd look like a Vulcan. There it is. That was like the biggest thing. Is like, homeboy don't look like an elf. You can call him an elf till you're blue in the face. He don't look like one. Not because of the color of his skin. His ears are all wrong. And elves wouldn't have a buzz cut unless they were renegades. Most elves, regardless of the tone of their skin, loved long, flowing hair. And as Just Some Guy put it, work for James Earl Jones and Conan the Barbarian, you couldn't do it here? Get fucking real. I paraphrased, Just Some Guy didn't quite say it like that, but you get the point. If you want to make him have dark skin like mine, fine. Make him look like a goddamn elf. Same with this chick who is a dwarf but don't look like a dwarf. Not because she black. Her skin texture's all wrong, and where the hell's her beard, like many people said. She don't look like a... And her clothing, my God, as I said in my last video, she looks like a gussied up elf. Like I said before, if you had not told me this woman was a dwarf, I would not have assumed she was a dwarf. I would have thought she was a gussied up Haradrim in elven clothing with some fucked up eyes. That's about it. So, yeah, going back to the elf. You want a black guy playing an elf? Fine. Make him look fucking appropriate at least. Jesus Christ. I know y'all gonna bastardize Tolkien's work, and you don't give a shit about it. And I saw that article from Bounding into Comics where they said, yeah, the showrunners didn't have access to the Silmarillion and the Lost Tales. And my reply to that was, yeah, no shit, it shows. But on the other hand, do you really want these motherfuckers to have access to Tolkien's work like that? I sure as shit don't, considering what they're doing with even the barest hints of the story. Oh, and just some guy, just to sum this up before I go, my dude, my guy. My biggest problem with that cookie-cutter lame-ass trailer was the fact that I didn't think of Middle-earth when I was looking at it. Hell, I didn't even think of Westeros. I was thinking, this shit looks like Dungeons and Dragons or World of Warcraft. That is how much they've bastardized Lord of the Rings. I sit there and look at it and like, this shit reminds me of World of Warcraft. Quite frankly, if they just done a World of Warcraft show, no one would give a shit. But there it is. Anyways, I'm Jeff. Time to get off my soapbox. I'll catch you later.